Hello and welcome back to video 3 of 5 in this speaker unit scheme of work. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be making this grill for the front of the MP3 speaker. So I'm just going to go ahead and open a new part, a standard millimeters IPT. And the first thing I'm going to do is create a sketch on the front plane. And then I'm going to determine the dimensions of a rectangle. So I want it to be 206 by 136 millimeters and hit enter. And then again I'll just bring that up, and what I'm going to do is constrain the rectangle. Bring that to the middle of the screen. Okay, a simple rectangle, and extrude. And I'm just going to extrude down 3 millimeters. Okay, the next thing to do is to fillet the edges. What I want to do is fillet mine 23 millimeters, and again I'm just going to select the edges that I want to fillet. Hit OK. You can see that got a nice shape that I know is going to fit into our casing. So what I'm going to do now is create a rectangular pattern on the front, and then we're going to create a space for the volume control. So the first thing to do would be to right click on the front, create a new sketch, and what I want to do is just insert a hole. I want my hole to be 2 millimeters by 3 millimeters, and select it on that centre point there. Just press OK. So we've created just one hole. What I'm going to do is select the rectangular pattern tool, select the feature, which is that hole, and then I'm going to select the direction 1, which I want it to go in, and the second direction, which I want my pattern to go in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is determine the spacing. I want both of mine to be 5 millimeters, and then I want there to be 33 in there and 19 in there. If I press OK, you see that it's created a nice neat pattern, a nice design for the front of our MP3 speaker unit. Next thing what I'm going to do is open in the model tree the rectangular pattern, and you'll see there's occurrence. This occurrence just basically means where each hole occurs on the face. So I'm going to go ahead and find the holes that I want to hide in order to put my volume control hole in. So if I just select them three, right click and suppress, you'll see that they disappear from the front of the model. And then I'm just going to go up another 17 notches, right click, suppress, and I'm just going to do the same process one more time, another 17. So that is about here. Again I'll select the three, right click, suppress, and you see I've left a nice space there that I can put a hole in for the volume control to go. So if I just hide that in the tree, and what I want to do now is just create a sketch on the front, and I'm just going to put some construction lines in to guide me to the centre point of this section of the face, so that I can get my hole in exactly the correct place. So what I'll do now is I'll just put a point right in the middle there. There we go. And then I'll go to 3D model, hole, and it'll already put it in the right place because I've just put a point there, and just change the dimensions. I want that to be 5.5 millimeters, and I'll just press OK, and then I'll just home that. You can see that I've got the volume control, a nice space for it, and all the holes for the front of the grill, and that's the end of that component. So if you join me in video 4, we'll be looking at how to construct the volume control, and then we're going to be going and moving on to the assembly. Thanks for listening.